takes more than guts to be a gangster. It takes good ideas. And I hope these ideas help you. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your mob boss, GangsterKT, and today I'm doing a video on my Cosmic Crucible match that I had tonight. So I've been struggling a little bit in Crucible this season. I made it almost to Masters 2 last season, then got dropped about 130 points in between seasons, and have been going about 50-50 all season. The guys I've been playing are usually about 50 to 100 points higher than me, so that's been a little frustrating. So I'm playing guys in Masters still, but I've been in Diamond 3. But hoping to pick that up a little bit. Have the MOE team ready, so excited to see what they can do, and have some good Crucible counters to show you today. So I wanted to first show you my defense here. This week I switched up and put Gamma on defense instead of using them versus Unlimited with MOE now available. I also have YA on defense. Rebirth team, Unlimited in room 4. Tangled Web I did have with the YA characters, but I switched it up to put them with Red Guardian and Phoenix to hopefully be able to get that stealth and have a good defense there. And then I have my War Dogs lastly in room 6. So this match that I'm going into tonight, you can see doesn't show the powers since I already have it cleared, but they had a gigantic Gamma. All these guys are 7 red stars, except for Red Hawk is 6 red star. But had a pretty good size YA, had an Axmen with Silver Surfer and Zemo there, Unlimited in 4. Tangled Web team with Captain America and Hawkeye in room 5. And then basically a War Dogs team, except they did have Killmonger instead of Nakia in room 6. And you'll be able to see those powers as I get into the match. So planning this out, I knew I would use my Darkhold in room 6. I'd use my Masters of Evil in 4. Room 5, I was thinking about doing the SAC team and then doing the Eternal Speed match against that. But actually tried Deathseed. And we'll see in a minute how that went. But it went well. Room number 2, I used the old Omega Red Doom trick. It did have to 2-tap it, so see how I clean that up. And then, yeah, YA, I actually used an Undying team I'd never used before, just kind of used characters I had left, and it worked out pretty well. And then I used Infinity Watch for room 3 against the Axmen team. So let's get to the videos here. So this is Darkhold versus the Wakandas there. You can see this was about a 200k punch down for me. So this match can always go south, but wasn't too nervous about it. So they're spreading out the damage, which is pretty nice. So I wanted to get the buffs off of Black Panther here, or excuse me, went ahead and got him off Killmonger since he hadn't done his ult yet. And that ult can be pretty nasty. So got that offense up off of him. And didn't have any reason to use the special or ult there of Scarlet Witch, so just ended up basically. So here goes Killmonger. He hit Morgan 3 times, but overall spread around fairly decent. It wasn't too bad there. So I end up doing the Heartless special on Black Panther to get that speed down. Here I just try and take the buffs off Black Panther, so I do the Morgan Basic to get that assist, or excuse me, the Agatha Basic to get the assist from Morgan. So far everything's looking good for me. And boom, my Wong just gets taken out. The Black Panther 1 million put the defense down on Wong, but he still had quite a bit of health, and that huge Okoye just absolutely destroyed him. So I redistribute my health there. And I go after Black Panther, even though it didn't hit 3 targets, just 2. I wanted to get the second attack on him, and that did work. Ended up killing him. So stunned Black Panther 1 million. He just shook it off. I wasn't thinking about the room bonus. So probably should have ulted there. Just basic. Didn't make much difference, but do the ult with Agatha to get some health back for my characters. Get that barrier to take a few more hits. And unfortunately got the offense down on Heartless there before his ult. But still get his big ult off. The Agatha assisted take care of Shuri there. Look at that Okoye again, just one-shotting my Agatha, who was hurt, but that huge Okoye's ult is just nasty damage. So go ahead and finish this up. Cleaned it out, so not the best efficiency bonus, losing 2 characters, but just always glad to get the win on that match, and don't worry about efficiency too much there. So let's go to the next one. So my second attack was Room 5. So this was a Tangled Web team with Captain America and Hawkeye. So decided to try Deathseed here. Never tried this match in Crucible before, but wanted to test him out and see how it would do. I did watch a video of this being successful previously. Didn't have the same Captain America and Hawkeye, but I didn't see how they would make a difference here. So I start out with the blind on everyone. Weaver will still get her ult off, but at least it makes it so that ult doesn't hit anyone and stun them. So I was hoping that if I targeted over here, Captain America might resist, and then I could attack him without hitting Weaver on some of these mandatory AoE attacks later, but that obviously didn't happen. So there goes 2099 with the miss because of the blinds. There goes Weaver with the miss, but does still get those charges, unfortunately. So here it doesn't really matter who I target. I do special to get the offense ups, even though I know it's going to miss. And here I want to get the counters on, help get rid of those charges. So I do Dark Beast ult, knowing it'll miss, but again to get the counters. So that counter is going to take away a charge. So I do Nemesis special here to get the speed ups on the team so that we'd have the speed advantage now. So here goes Weaver. She'll get an extra charge from that. So now I got to take one more off of her. So that rewinds speed bar. Couldn't be missed, but then the after attack was missed, so got her final charge. So now I'm just going all in on Weaver. Used ult there to make sure I have the offense up. Might have had it already, but again, just trying to do as much damage as I possibly can on Weaver. If I can get her down, this match is over. So just reading through the kits and still not having them all fully memorized for these guys yet. But that Noir just did a lot of damage. He's got it out for me, but have the win at this point. Do the Nemesis ult, get the speed downs up, except to not land on Captain America because of the immunity, but that's no problem at all. So Noir gets his revive here. Go ahead and finish him off. And then I have the full Deathseed versus Captain Sam. So he's a hell of a tank, but I don't think he can take this one here. Alright, let's look at the next attack. Alright, so here I'm going up again against a huge Gamma, 1390 TCP on it. So I go in, I know I'm going to need to 2-tap it, but I take my Doom Omega Red team. I like to run, I can't think of her name back there, but that other Weapon X member that does the speed rewind. And then also I like to run Samurai because he can get assists sometimes, especially with 3 Weapon X members total. That can help get some vulnerables on Red Hawk. But again, I know I'm not going to win this, just want to do enough damage to make for an easy cleanup. I do have Red Guardian on defense, so I use my ridiculously weak Drax. I think he's about 60k, but just need him to control where Red Hawk hits. So about a 600k punch up here, but again, that doesn't really mean anything. Just trying to get down Red Hawk and do whatever I can. And that Weapon X chick's name is Lady Deathstrike. So there's the Red Hawk hit. Doom gets ult right away. That doesn't always work for me. When it doesn't, usually they don't do enough damage on my Doom. I've never actually had him kill me, although I have heard of that happening. So I get the assist on that second Doom basic, which is really nice. Gets those vulnerables up. He is a big Red Hawk, so I'm going to need him. Go ahead and do the Doom alt. I do the special on Red Hawk. Now, I know that She-Hulk's going to throw back, so I just do the basic here to try and keep these slows up for a little bit longer that come from his alt. So there's the second hit, so now I just have his alt left. So I end up taking a risk here, and it ends up being okay, but I thought that this alt would kill him on its own, and so I ended up targeting Hawk there to get the ability block on him, and hopefully be able to do a little more on this, but we'll see how that goes. It didn't help much, and was able to get Red Hawk down still, but pretty risky move, not just making sure to wipe him there. He still had the vulnerable, so I would have got the 2-tap and been sure he was dead. But there I switched it to Hawk, and Red Hawk didn't die. I was really nervous here. Hawk's taking all kinds of turns, but I got the Lady Deathstrike to hit. So knew that'd kill him. Got some speed rewind there. Got those little extra taps and bleeds out. So now I'm just trying to see. Hopefully I can take out one more character before I get wiped. Once they get going, they'll kill me pretty quickly. But She-Hulk, I think, had 2 charges there, and I couldn't decide if I should go for her or stun Braun since his turn was next, and I knew he would. I think he'd alt next and steal that health. So I ended up stunning Braun. So now I do have Lady Deathstrike alt, which is pretty powerful. So I want to just take out the Braun with every other hit there, and was successful with that. So now I'm just spending the rest of the time dying, but was able to get Red Hawk down as well as Braun, so definitely consider that a win. And with this big a team, without taking a crazy team in that I needed to use for the other teams, I knew I wasn't going to one-tap it anyways, so definitely considered this a victory. Alright, so my next attack 4, I went in, so didn't want to clean up Gamma yet, wanted to see what I'd have left at the end to make sure I could take it. So I'm doing my Masters of Evil with Dormammu there. It's the 5th slot versus Unlimited, the first time I have ever tried this. So I wanted to bring in Dorm. I did not have Doom left because I needed him for that Gamma match that we just watched, but I did want to bring in as much power as I could without having done this match before. I'm guessing it could go south. So reading the kits here, still don't have all these memorized either, but I knew he had the dodge on him, so I just ended up using our basic there to start. So Kang is unbelievable. Wanted to try and prioritize getting Gambit down first here. It seems like once he's down, it's easier and he can do the most damage. So went straight after Gambit. Wasn't able to leverage Vulnerable for the extra speed. So did special there to make sure I got that speed down on Rogue. And then you're going to see I do speed down on Rogue here again. Just try and keep her from getting off her special and getting that taunt. Hoping I can get Gambit down before that. So now Gambit does not have immunity. He's not going to dodge. So I go ahead and do the alt there and get that heal block on him, as well as that opposite of immunity, which is really important here to make sure he can't go into stealth. So I was reading through the kits here, seeing exactly what I should do with the Absorbing Man. Pretty sure I ended up picking his alt. Yep. So got a big whack there on Gambit. So here's the game changer. Time for the Kang alt. This is so crazy powerful. Look at that. 800k crit, 600k hits, then gets a double tap on Rogue. So there's Dazzler doing her thing. I was really hoping this alt here would take care of Rogue, but it did not. But definitely got her pretty low. So just going all in on her. I go ahead, even though she's got immunity, so won't be stunned. I wanted the damage, and then also wanted to be able to flip buffs. So went ahead and specialed with Dorm there. So Sunfire takes a big hit, but really didn't touch my team that much. My Kang's at half health, hurting a little bit. Rogue goes ahead and specials on a bot, so that was great to see. Didn't bother me much at all. And there's Kang doing Kang things again, taking out Rogue. So at this point, the rest of this is just easy cleanup. And very efficient match too. And really, I'm not sure how much I needed Dorm. I mean, he flipped some buffs here at the very end, but the match was already in control there. And I don't think he really did much else. So Dorm might not be needed for this, especially I do have a strong Kang. 5 red stars, but my Titania is 2 red stars, and my Absorbing Man's 3 red stars. So definitely have a little ways to go when the red stars come out for them, where I can get them quite a bit bigger. And this should be a very reliable counter without even Dorm. So my 5th attack, going against Axmen here, I decided to use Infinity Watch. So I was really considering bringing in Secret Avengers with Shang-Chi and Kestrel, Nick Fury, so that team. But the Zemo made me a little nervous if he slowed and ability blocked the wrong people, and then Surfer there with the ability block too. Just felt that the immunities and safeguard from Infinity Watch was critical to making sure this was just a no-brainer and easy counter. So Bishop's got the taunt, so I have to attack him. There goes that Surfer, didn't really do much. So now I focus on Beast and do the ability block there. Make sure he can't get off his ultimate. So I know he's going to die from the adjacent damage, so go ahead and go after Jubilee there. Able to speed rewind her before she could do her ult, but killed her anyways. Get the Gamora ult for the extra turn and have the offense up, so gonna just take out Zemo. And then easy cleanup on Silver Surfer. Might have hurt my health efficiency there with that hit at the end. But overall, very efficient match, very fast match. So definitely the right call to pick Infinity Watch there. So my 6th attack, room 1. So this was against Young Avengers. I 99 times out of 100 have used Dorm with A-Force. A-Force Dorm against this team. But I had to use, or excuse me, A-Force Doom against this team. But had to use my Doom earlier, like we saw for the Gamma counter. So I knew Undying worked. I've never tried this specific comp before. But I have Emma for the speed advantage, then to help maybe get rid of some blinds with her special later. And then made sure to get some ability blocks with Spider-Woman and with Silver Surfer. So let's see how this plays out. So I go ahead and ability block Squirrel Girl here to make sure that she can't special first turn and get rid of these other debuffs. So I end up saving this ultimate, I think. Yeah, I just got the defense down off of Miss Marvel there. So I do go ahead and use the special, even though I don't have any debuffs, because I want to get the slows on them. Try and turn this into a match of speed. So here, I do the ability block on Echo. She takes a hit on Squirrel Girl. I spread all those ability blocks now. And this is just unbelievable control here. So the main thing I'm trying to do, besides maintain that control, which at this point I have for a pretty good amount, is just not hit their thresholds on my own attacks. So not like take them all below 50%, where Squirrel Girl is going to get a turn and a half in a row. There I could tell, because Chavez had defense down, that the special would take her out. So I went ahead and did that. But again, just trying to get them to do the damage themselves, which wasn't happening as quickly as I'd expected. But Still going alright. So I'll go ahead and do the Emma alt on Squirrel Girl. I get the assist from 2 people with blind. And do the Iron Zombie Man ultimate. That guy is just amazing. I still just have him at 3 yellow stars. But he does a ton of damage, and his abilities are just unreal. So at this point, I'm glad I saved the alt. I put the ability block on Squirrel Girl just to make sure no shenanigans here at the end of the match. Man, I hope this video is recording better than what I'm seeing. If it's real choppy on you guys, I apologize. Computer's just not powerful enough for all this. I'm going to have to fix that. Alright, so pretty easy cleanup here. And that is the end of that match. So just have one room left. That is cleaning up this Gamma team. So might try and put more on defense. Obviously had quite a big team here. Kestrel, Captain Sam, the Eternals, and then taking in Sharon for her stun and ability block just to make sure nothing gets out of hand. But quite a bit of power left for a cleanup on 3 characters, even though Gamma can always be a formidable opponent. Start off with the Icar Assault, get that speed down. Gamma is slow, so I didn't have to worry about bringing in Loki or anything like that. So they're clumped together. Use the Kestrel Special. Go ahead and use the Cersei alt. And this is quickly over. So they didn't get a turn. Easy cleanup. And that is all she wrote. Alright, so I attacked before my opponent, but my final score was 49,744. So overall I thought that was pretty good. Knew I had to do that one double tap on the Gamma, so I wouldn't have the higher score there, but pretty pleased with that. He'll probably full clear me, but I'm hoping he might have to do a sacrifice on my Weaver team or something like that to where I will get this win. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you liked it, put a hit out on that like and subscribe buttons there. And hopefully the Crucible matches isn't saturated, but I love watching them from other people. So I thought you guys might want to see them here at the Diamond 3 level that I'm at and how I'm doing them. So as always, I give you my word that this is the best advice I have. All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Peace.